It's a warm one out there, lots of blue sky as we're looking off to the west right now. You can see a few clouds, and if we looked in other directions on our first alert sky cam here in Fargo, we would see some more clouds, but I like to look toward the blue sky here this afternoon. And we've got some really warm temperatures here already developing even in the first moments of our afternoon. We're at 36 degrees already in Fargo and in Fergus Falls and Gwinner and Oaks, all at 36. So we're getting some good warming and melting going on in the southern end of the valley. Northern end, a little different story for you. We're into the 20s, 25 in Hallock and Roseau, and over in Baudette as well. We're looking at winds that have picked back up. We're seeing some gusts getting into the 20s to even close to 30 miles per hour in Fargo. That wind so far out of the west, but it is starting to make a northwesterly turn. So that's going to happen as we work our way into the afternoon hours today. So a little warmer where we're still getting that westerly direction, which tends to warm us up a little bit, as you would expect. Here's a look at our radar and satellite map. We did have that snow this morning, the graupel we just talked about. That's just all fizzled out, and things are looking pretty good at this point. Can't rule out some of these clouds that we're watching on our satellite loop here. Anywhere you see movement, that's cloud cover on our visible satellite. Can't rule out them producing a little bit of light snow from time to time as we work our way through the day today. And in fact, as we head into the later afternoon and evening hours, we could see more substantial snow coming up for some of us. So here's a look at that. So moving through the afternoon hours, you can see there are going to be some areas, lots of sun, other places underneath the clouds. Again, can't rule out a flake or two here. And as we continue on into the later afternoon and evening, we'll see some hints at what's to come for some of our western viewing area. Bismarck, central North Dakota and South Dakota, starting to see some precipitation move in there. And the rest of us still looking pretty quiet at this point in time. This is around 4. Heading into the 6 o'clock hour, we see some of that snow creep into the James River Valley here in the south and west and right along the South Dakota state line here heading into the afternoon and evening hours. So can't rule that out in those areas. Doesn't necessarily mean we're going to get a lot of precipitation, but the potential's there into the late night hours tonight and continuing into early tomorrow morning. Eventually that does move on. We start off our Wednesday on a nice quiet note. So a good morning commute. Looking at temperatures slightly cooler too. So we're looking at some numbers into the teens and 20s to begin your Wednesday. So partly cloudy to mostly cloudy, and then our next clippers approaching for the day on Wednesday, more into the afternoon and evening hours. And we're going to see that wind kick in out of the south as well with this clipper. So most of the first half of the day will be just fine, but we want to focus on the second half. This is 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You could see some snow moving in. Temperatures still warm. In fact, Northern Valley warms into the 30s tomorrow afternoon with that strong south wind. And where we get that snow and wind combination, once again looking at lower visibility. And then as this moves eastward, we start to get some warmer air in here, and we're looking at the potential for some scattered light rain showers, but still, nevertheless, we've got the potential for more rain coming up with this system. Now heading into the overnight hours Wednesday night and into Thursday, we'll still have that potential for a little mixed precipitation hanging around and temperatures that are going to be into the 30s coming up here in the forecast. So on the mild side each day, especially as we're rounding out the week. Saturday looks fantastic, a high of 44. And don't forget, daylight saving time begins. A bunch of signs of spring here this week, and that will be one to Saturday night and into Sunday.
So we're going to like the temps, but not like to losing the hour of sleep.
I know that's going to be tough for the early birds, that's for sure, to lose that earlier sunrise. Right now it's around 7 a.m., so we kind of scale that back. You gain it at night.
All right, thank you, Lisa.